I mean, you're a conservative troll. So you're not liking the fact that my book mocking conservatives became a bestseller. But let's answer it honestly. What's it take to become a bestseller? Well, it depends on the release date and the category competition. It also depends what marketplace on Amazon it shows up in, whether it's Canada, America, the UK, etc. But number one bestseller in political reference book. Extremely competitive niche. I maintained that number one spot for about 2 months, I'd say, roughly. Most of that was because of pre-orders, because a lot of people pre-ordered my book, and that counts towards the sale on release day. But to answer your question, about 3,000 copies. In the life of this book, about 2.5 years or so, maybe 3, I don't know, I'm horrible with math. You can look up the publication date. So about 3,000 books in the course of this book's lifetime, which is roughly 3 years. I make, I think, about $2.40 per book. So I made like $8,000 off that book. That's not Brandon Sanderson money, no. Though compared to the average indie seller, I've made a lot of money throughout the years. I've had a relatively successful career. Now that book sold more than any other. Total, I think I'm at around 4,600 or something like that. And I've been doing this for 5 years. I've published 10 books. The first 6, flop, and that's normal. But as I got a name for myself, as I reached monetization standards on multiple platforms, I have performed well. And it's all thanks to my audience. And it's thanks to my trolls too. So, if you want to go buy my books, head to the link in my profile, or go look up the titles on Amazon. And this is the book that mocks crazy conservative conspiracy theories. The one that pisses people like this off. So that was your question. In order to hit bestsellers rank, you have to basically concurrently sell quite a few copies, enough to outrank everyone else in your category. And that is different for every category. For political books, there's no shortage of those. The next categories would be mystery, thriller, science fiction, romance, and then erotica. Is it as meaningful as becoming a New York Times bestseller or something like that? No. But it's still an accomplishment. And no matter how much it bothers you, you can't take that away from me. In terms of indie authors, I am very successful. Go cry in Ottawa. So, they will only let me go back as far as this. 2024 was by far my best year. I ended up, from September 2025 until just recently, taking time off social media. To get the more accurate report, including KNEP and Kindle stuff, I have to go on my desktop. So I'll save that for someone that actually wants to know. Anyway, Wayne. Also worth noting that I have 9 other income sources online, channel memberships, and Facebook pays me. Unfortunately, TikTok doesn't pay Canadian creators, but, I do quite well for myself. Not as much lately, but, I got a neck injury. Sue me. But yeah, I sold 921 books or whatever it was in a year where I wasn't even posting for most of it. So, thanks for your comments. I use them as a chance to sell more books.